I was actually meaning to do one of these types of videos last year, but didn't get around to it. But this time, it's here. Here is my top 10 favorite movies of 2019. When curating my top 10 movies for 2019, it is a mix of the quality of the movie and how much I really like the movie for its entertainment value. No matter how low or high I rate it, I just love it for its entertainment. That is one of the bigger factors in making my top 10 list for 2019. I have watched and reviewed a lot of movies in 2019. And I could say there were a lot of great movies in 2019. And unfortunately, not all of those movies could make that top 10 list. There were a lot of good movies from Richard Jewell, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Jojo Rabbit, that didn't make my list. And those were awesome movies. But here are some more honorable mentions that did not make my top 10. An honorable mention movie is Marriage Story. This movie was fantastic. A very well thought out, well written drama piece with Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson at the head of this movie. My next honorable mention is Captain Marvel. I really enjoyed Captain Marvel. I saw it at least 4 times in the theaters. It was an excellent way to showcase one of Marvel's featuring ladies of the superhero universe. Another honorable mention is The Peanut Butter Falcon. This movie wasn't on my radar, but until one of these entertainment personalities that I am a fan of, Roxy Stryer, praised about how she loved The Peanut Butter Falcon, I definitely had to go see it for myself to see what she was raving about. And my goodness, this is a great movie. But unfortunately, it didn't make it into my top 10, but it was close to making it into my top 10. Peanut Butter Falcon is a wonderful, heartfelt movie, and you should definitely check it out as well. The last one I want to put in my honorable mentions is 1917. I have not seen the movie 1917, but with the early critic reviews, because it originally released back in December, that this movie is fantastic. And I can't wait to see it for myself. So when I do see it and make the review for 1917, I'll definitely know if it makes it into my top 10 favorite movies of 2019. Let's get to my list of my top 10 favorite movies of 2019. At number 10, it is Booksmart. This is Olivia Wilde's feature debut. Featured 2 leading ladies that were really hilarious in this movie. My standout in this movie is Billie Lourd as this one character, Gigi, who pops in every now and then. Her character is really hilarious in this movie. At number 9 is Dolemite Is My Name. Dolemite Is My Name is a Netflix exclusive movie starring Eddie Murphy. This movie is based on a true story about the exploits and drive to succeed in entertainment that is Rudy Ray Moore. Dolemite Is My Name is absolutely hilarious, and it is heartfelt as well, showing a man driven to succeed, to never give up, and to showcase what he has, because his mission is basically to entertain the world. Coming in at number 8, it is Rian Johnson's Knives Out. I really enjoyed this movie. It's a very well written, well thought out murder mystery. The acting from everyone was awesome. Daniel Craig is a real standout, as well as Ana de Armas. At my number 7, it's The Farewell. The Farewell, starring Awkwafina. It's a story based on a real life experience from the director, where Awkwafina finds out that her ailing grandmother has cancer. Yet the entire family keeps it a secret from her so as to not drive her into depression. They want her to live out her life fully. This movie has a good mix of comedy and drama, and it is very heartfelt and sad in a way. This movie really shows the differences in cultures. At my number 6 is John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum. John Wick Chapter 3 really stepped up the action from the previous 2 movies. And quite honestly, John Wick Chapter 3 is my favorite of all the John Wick movies so far. It is high intensity action, non-stop, and it creates a very different type of tale, a type of lore among this criminal underworld of assassins. At my number 5, it's The Two Popes. This drama from Netflix is based on a true story about a private meeting between Pope Benedict XVI and Cardinal Jorge Bergoglio, who would eventually become the new papalship Pope Francis. This movie was very entertaining in a different way. This drama is pretty much a conversation piece between 2 figureheads of the Catholic Church and their difference in ideals. At my number 4, it's Joker. This standalone movie about the Joker and his origins is very heart-wrenching and very sad and depressing. But it shows how a man turned into a madman. And it is well told, well written, and well acted by Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker. At my number 3, it is Avengers Endgame. Avengers Endgame was basically the accumulation of all the other Marvel Universe movies into this movie here. And it is very epic, action-packed, funny, dramatic, sad, happy. All the emotions were in this movie. All these superheroes were in this movie from the Marvel Universe. It was exciting to watch and see unfold on screen. At number 2, it is Parasite. This movie from South Korean director Bong Joon-ho is really fantastically well written, well thought out, well shot, well acted. Probably in all the movies I've seen in 2019, this is the best written story I have ever seen played out in movies. With that, my number 1, my favorite movie of 2019 is Ford vs. Ferrari. I have been keeping track of this movie since it was announced. As keeping track, there is a lot of questioning of who will be acting in it and whatnot. But in the end, it is starring Christian Bale as Ken Miles and Matt Damon as Carroll Shelby. With the fact of my love for motorsports, this really enhanced my viewing experience because of the previous knowledge I have when it comes to the history of motorsports. Ford vs. Ferrari is not only my number 1 of 2019, it has now become my favorite motorsports movie of all time and my favorite sports movie of all time so far. This movie is well directed, well written, well acted, all the wells, and the action scenes of the racing was well shot and well done. And this story is based on a true story about the 1966 24 hours of Le Mans race in France and the events previous to that, where Ford and Ferrari were rivals with each other. Simply, everybody was a rival of Ferrari at the time, as Ferrari were dominating a lot of motorsporting competitions in the 60s. It's just that after a certain event in Ford and Ferrari's history that sparked this interesting rivalry between the auto manufacturers. And that is why Ford vs. Ferrari is my number 1. The accumulation of a very well done, very awesome movie with my love for motorsports. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my top 10 favorite movies of 2019. I hope you enjoyed this list. It might change once I see 1917. But nonetheless, comment down below what your favorite movies of 2019 are. Like this video. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the Spellgo YouTube channel for more of my content. Thank you for watching.